Hey bitches, welcome to episode 28 of Roll for Girl Dinner, where we let the dice answer the age-old question, what should we have for dinner? Today we'll be using these dice because the weather has turned glum, and this is my propaganda for some blue skies. Now let's get started with a roll for protein. 10, roll 2 dice. That's a 3 for chicken nuggets and a 6 for peanut butter. Starting off weird. Today we'll be using Tyson's Dino Nuggets. It actually should say Dino Nuggies. Tyson, please fix that. That's what they're called. And we are down at the very bottom of this CB's Nuts Crunchy peanut butter, so I won't be making fun of that name anymore. Next up, let's roll for some cheese. 4, Gouda. Or Gouda, if you're fancy, or just Dutch. Now let's roll for some vegetables. That's a 3 for green beans and a 7 for cherry tomatoes. You know, I'm starting to think that these green beans and the sugar snappies are just tag teaming with each other. Either that or they're actually the same person in a different outfit. Have you ever seen them in the same room together? I haven't. And on to the roll for carrier. 5, halloumi. Oh good, our favorite squeaky cheese from Cyprus is back. I do think that this is going to go well with both the peanut butter and the chicken nuggets, so this was probably the perfect pick for this one. Now it's time to roll for some Razzle Dazzle. That's a 13 for Castelvetrano olives and a 17 for pineapple. Today we've got these Divina organic Castelvetrano olives, and remind me to be careful because they still have the pits. We've also got these native forest pineapple chunks, and if it had 2 R's in forest, then it would be describing me instead. I mean, except for the part where I'm not a pineapple. Time to get saucy with a roll for sauce. 3, salsa. So time to get saucy? Nope, I'll never make that joke again. I apologize to Pace Salsa for making them be party to that awful joke. And let's finish this up with a roll for sparkling water. 2, passion fruit. Hey, LaCroix, if I say your name correctly, can we be friends? No? Well, okay. Let's get this in a board and the leftover coffee and figure out where to start with this weird meal. I know I like chicken nuggets and salsa, so that's an easy one. Let's start there. And you know, it's actually through doing Roll for Girl Dinner that I discovered how good chicken nuggets and salsa is. I wouldn't even consider going back to ketchup now. The things I have learned through doing this, including but not limited to, the joys of combining peanut butter and cheese. And I definitely think that I can get a nice little bite out of combining some of this halloumi, some peanut butter, and some pineapple. And you know what? It works. It totally works. I love it. Is there much more to combine here into nice little bites? No, not really. Later on, I will add some more of the other cheese, and it's great. But this is just kind of an ADHD plate. Today, the dice really just said dexmethylphenidate who. And you know what? I respect that. I am a bit surprised to find that I don't actually like green beans or the tomatoes dipped in the salsa because you'd think that they would be a natural combination, but they're just better on their own. The salsa is pretty darn good on the halloumi, though, I will say that. Now, if I were Oruve Soler, a summer elf who felt nothing in life but the call of the dance, resulting in her parents' unending frustration at her lack of focus or listening skills. So, in an attempt to reel her in a bit, they enrolled her in a dance class with rigid rules, strict form, and many, many tiny details to memorize. She, of course, did her best she could and worked for all of her formative years to become the best dancer she could be, and even graduated and went off to university to continue her pursuit of dance. But at that university, she discovered an entire world of other styles, most of which clashed and conflicted with the rules that she had always been taught, and she wondered which was the right style, which were the right rules. Surely she had to pick one, or did she? Maybe there was beauty in discord, and perhaps the use of discord could create magic. After all, what is magic but the upsetting of the natural world's rules? And as she learned to weave magic from dance, she knew she had come upon something new, and thus founded the Bardic College of Cacophony. If I were her, I would rate this meal a perfect 10, but as it is, I, Kendra, give it an 8.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner.